Maybe airplane mode is a good idea.
Make sure your phones are all possible.
That's a, yeah.
Oh no, they're fine. Well, I'm only focusing right now on whoever the speaker is. Yeah.
They should. They're avoiding it.
I tell Councilman Mejia that I am learning Spanish so I can run for his job.
So everybody knows at the end we all say vote no to Proposition B at least 3 times.
Okay.
Cheerleaders.
Against.
Vote against.
Vote against?
Against.
Against.
They're going to scoot you.
I have heard that on the way it's written that
We just squeeze in just a little.
I liked your piece earlier on that
Mario, can you
so-called
go on this side?
economic.
Right here. And that way Adrian can. There we go. That's great.
it's better to see your face, I think, on the side. So
Okay. And then good call. So why don't you go right here on the step? That's perfect. And then just scooch in, Mike.
I think it's important that 50 years.
That's better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, whatever you remember.
Why don't you go after Adrian? Okay. And introduce yourself, name, institution, and
Okay.
leader.
Hello and good morning. I'm Ken Amerson with St. Francis of Assisi and a leader with COPS Metro Alliance. We are assembled here for several critical reasons. To call out the misinformation around the coming November 4th election and clear out these false narratives around Prop B on the Bexar County ballot. Importantly, we are here to also share with you an alternate vision that a flourishing San Antonio can be without and beyond the false promises of Prop B. A vision which we advocate is a far better contribution of this great and wonderful community. We're here also because this election seeks $311 million of our scarce, precious public county funding, joined with $489 million of city public funding. For what? Yet another publicly funded 4th sports arena in the Project Marvel district? So much pre-election November 4th publicity seeks to disguise these millions of our scarce public funding as a type of economic investment. And on behalf of the mega multimillionaires and billionaires, today we're here to rip off that disguise for what it truly is, and that Prop B really means economic disinvestment in our neighbors, in our families, in our community, and on a massively increasing scale into the future. Before I wrap this up with my colleagues coming next, ask you to keep a few things in mind in the next few weeks. We COPS Metro remain committed to defending public funds for public good. Our scarce public funds are not play toys. They're for public projects, for the common good. not public funds for private investments nor investors. Number two, Cops Metro solidly supports San Antonio's economic development. The economists have said for decades this is not the way, and building another sports arena with public funds just isn't the way to do it. Moreover, our lived experience in San Antonio tells us that as well. These economists in San Antonio, our lived experience matches up. Keep that in mind. Also, we declared decades of 3 publicly funded sports arenas are enough. You're buster! Not only to build them and then maintain them with infrastructure, services, and renovations. Number 4, if a 4th sports arena is needed, then let the investors build it with their $140 billion net worth. Let's move that decimal point 2 places and encourage these investors to use just 1% of their net worth for a $1.4 billion 4th sports arena. Enough!
My name is Adrian, and I'm a leader with Cops Metro with Our Lady of Guadalupe Helotes. My name is Adrian, and I'm a leader with Cops Metro from Our Lady of Guadalupe Helotes. And I believe the Spurs should pay for their own arena. And in order for that to happen, you've got to vote against Prop B in order for the Spurs to pay for their own arena. This is your money, not Spurs money. That's why we want the Spurs to pay for their own arena. In the past, we have paid for other projects. And we've been able to pay for the projects with this money. And I don't see anything here that it has to go to a Spurs arena. This is your money. And if you vote against Prop B, it can stay your money. And it won't be just Spurs money because it's your money. Don't let anybody tell you any different. That's your money. In the past, it's funded other projects. It's funded all these projects, the Tobin Center, the Culebra Creek soccer fields. It's funded other things. It's not just Spurs money. It is your money. It is not Spurs money. It is yours. There's nothing here that says that it explicitly needs to be for a Spurs arena. Vote against Prop B. It is your money. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ruben Arciniega. I'm with the St. Michael's Parish, which is in the shadow of the Alamo Dome. With that said, on the eve of Cops Metro's 50th anniversary, we are marching toward another righteous struggle. That being said, the stakes couldn't be any higher or any clearer. On this side, you have a development class along with elites, the San Antonio billionaires and millionaires. And on this side, you have the blue-collar people of the inner city of San Antonio. People of all backgrounds, traditions, races, and religions. Again, like the previous speakers have said, we are being asked to support and finance approximately $2 billion in money that would simply go toward private interest. We don't come here to necessarily complain. We don't come here necessarily to be angry. Aside from that, what we propose is an alternative vision. That vision simply says invest in the human capital, which are the people of San Antonio. Yes. It's blue-collar residents. Yes. Yes. It's homeowners. It's renters. In a vision that would include new public infrastructure, maybe parks, maybe more college financing. There's a whole plethora of resources that we can invest in. In my humble view, as again a citizen of San Antonio and living in the shadows of the Alamo Dome, we have seen the broken and false and empty promises of multiple stadiums, multiple development. I think it finally can be said that we will not go along with this. And if in fact you agree with us, please join us as we protest and canvass against the likes of Project Marvel and create a new vision for San Antonio that, again, includes all of its people, not simply its elites and its millionaires. Thank you.
I'm Mike Phillips with the First Unitarian Universalist Church and a leader with COPS Metro. COPS Metro is against County Proposition B because we believe that the venue tax funding should be used only for public projects, not for private development giveaways. We resent the ownership group's lie claiming that the venue tax funding can only be used for their luxury sports development. We know the scope of the venue projects allowed under Texas Local Government Code 334, and it allows funding for a wide range of public venue projects like municipal parks and recreation, theaters, music halls, parks, museums, public plazas, walking trails, watershed protections, and sports and community venue projects. We also know that in July 2007, commissioners chose a Citizens Venue Committee to research, develop, and recommend projects that meet a community need, appeal to visitors, and improve our local economy. In 2008, that $400 million venue tax election, we voted for 22 community-focused venue projects that both tourists and local families could enjoy. It focused on youth and amateur sports facilities, river improvements, arts venues, and county assets. Things like the Museum Reach and the Mission Reach, the Mission Concepcion Sports Park, multiple youth soccer and baseball complexes, UTSA Athletic Complex, the Northside Swim Center, Wheatley Heights Complex, UIW Fencing Center, St. Mary's University Sports Complex, the Freedom Coliseum renovation, the Alamo Theater, the Tobin, the Briscoe, and the Alameda Theater. Today we have a different story to tell about our current venue tax election. This time the county didn't have a citizens committee, and commissioners made the decision without much of any citizen input. We believe that community-informed and focused venue projects should always be the goal. We are against a luxury tax for a private luxury sports arena. When Prop B fails, it'll give county commissioners the time to again select a diverse citizen venue tax committee to select a new group of public venue projects that we can all enjoy. Yeah. Vote against Prop B.
Got a better deal.
Hi, good morning everybody. My name is Yvette Ramirez and I'm a small business owner here in the downtown area of San Antonio. Project Marvel to me may sound promising, but behind the scenes, the small businesses and everyday San Antonians are being left out of the conversation. This initiative threatens local livelihoods and risks paralyzing our city with disruptive traffic construction. Until there's a clear, inclusive plan that protects our community, not steamrolls it, we must stand firm. As a small business owner, I am greatly affected by projects like Marvel. And as a citizen of San Antonio, we all should be aware of how much this project will affect us. This traffic construction alone will be devastating. Not to mention small businesses, office buildings, and the area of the property owners that have to live and endure the traffic congestion that it'll cause. We don't have enough information, and quite frankly, I don't think our city leaders have enough information to make such a major decision for San Antonio. We need to vote against Prop V on November 4th until we have the facts in front of us and the strategic plan to help us get through them. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Billy Gonzalez, and I am with St. Francis of Assisi and a COPS Metro leader. Proposition B is merely the start of public funding in San Antonio for a billionaire's playground for the rich. The Spurs ownership group's net worth is $143 billion. with a B. Why should Bexar County use $311 million in public funding for private billionaires' profit? We will continue to work to stop Proposition B on November the 4th at the county election. Vote no for Proposition B for a return to community benefits from the venue tax. Remember, Proposition B is bad for Bexar County. B-A-D. Vote against Proposition B. Vote against Proposition B. Vote against Proposition B. Vote against Proposition B.
Are there any questions we can answer? Yes.
Yes, Mr. Phillips. You pointed out that in 2008 this was used for other types of venues. What are the alternative projects that you're proposing this money could be spent on instead?
I think a citizens committee like was done in 2007 would be a good start for the county commissioners. They appointed a diverse group of citizens from across the county that then looked at a list that county staff had developed of possible projects, and they, because of their knowledge of their local communities, they knew which of these venues would be of most benefit to the community. A lot of these were great tourist things too. I mean, when we build something for the Northside Swim, the natatorium on the north side, they bring in teams from all across the country. And that's the kind of thing we want. We want that kind of tourism in the local community.
With the projects that they've done before, I mean, the 2008 still included money for the exhibition halls. It included money for the then AT&T Center to be renovated. Do you think that was an appropriate use of it? That was a citizens committee choice as well.
Yes. At the time, those venues were owned by the county, so they were county improvements. This seems more directly related to promoting one particular sports team, and we think that it should be focused on public projects, not private development.
Even though this arena would be owned by the city through some kind of intermediary, but it would be city owned. It's not owned by the Spurs. They're leasing it.
The county's left with the problem of having another arena to find venues for. Right. So it's already proving that it's going to be a problem to have more than one arena.
What are your estimates right now for your support or the opposition to Proposition B right now? Have you all done any polling or anything like that can indicate where the public sentiment is right now ahead of the election?
We've just signed up thousands of people in opposition, and we will continue to sign up people from now until election day.
Signed up how? How do you mean?
We have sign-up sheets that are available. We have some here. It's a pledge to vote against Prop B.
How many thousands? Can you be any specific or?
Thousands.
Got it.
I want to say something as a business owner here.
Could you come up to the mic?
Sure.
Thank you.
I'd like to say something as a business owner here, and my business is located at Market Square. And the city has the opportunity right now to invest in these venues that have been neglected for years, like La Villita and Market Square.
Yes.
This is our cultural background for the citizens of San Antonio. And if we could use some of that money to invest back into what we already have, instead of building something like was said earlier, a playground for the rich. That's not San Antonio. San Antonio is for the people. San Antonio is made of small businesses, and we would like the city to understand that and reconsider investing the money into what they already have, instead of letting us go kind of like Toy Story, the toys done and played with, and now we're going to look for the new shiny object to play with.
Well said.
That's the kind of venue projects that we're talking about.
Would La Villita fit within the code there?
Yes.
I think it would. Yes, tourist related.
It's a venue.
You'd mentioned, I believe it was Mr. Arciniega mentioned a few other ones such as infrastructure. And let's see, you mentioned parks. I believe isn't there it says municipal parks. So I was wondering, is there a restriction on that where it's got to be the city parks rather than county, since it says municipal? Any if anybody
anywhere in the
responding,
county.
just, you can come up to the mic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think simply put, we're just creating a vision as it relates to having something other than just saying no to Project Marvel. I think it's important, at least in our view, that a lot of people want to hear what is in store for us in the future, not necessarily private development. So if that would include obviously county properties and different things like that, I'm sure with the political class that we have and the relationships that we have, those are all things that we can work toward.
I also see a sign here about drainage projects. I'm not sure. I know the river walk had been part of the 2008 venue tax vote, but what I mean, concrete channels be part of that? That seems like it might be outside of the venue tax.
No, I think it's allowed under the venue tax. If protecting the tourists downtown from flooding seems to fit within the parameters.
Yes!
Right.
Can I say one thing? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed to come up front here. But when you asked earlier, you said that the arena would be a public facility, so that'd be public. But from what I understand from the terms agreement, the public gets nothing from that. It's all private, and to the SS&E group.
Well,
So
it seems that it's on similar ground as the current county arena. You're saying that's a county-owned facility. This would also be city-owned. I understand your
city and county owned, city. We get nothing from it, and so it's just money going in and nothing coming out. And that may have been what happened with AT&T to too much of a degree. And so maybe we need to change that. That's what we need to change. We need to get something for our tax dollars and say that stops now. Also, if the Spurs own their own arena, they're not going to walk away from it the next time.
Right.
And that's a big expensive thing when they walk away from their arena.
And what's your name there?
Oh, Cindy Munch.
All right, thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Oh, no.
No.
Vote against it.
Oh, I said it.
No coffee. Eric Walsh was in the background.
Good. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Eric Walsh was calling.
Yes, that's what she said.
Well, there's actually been a